Do you want to see some of the things that I make? I think they're quite good, innit? I don't know what you think though. This is a ball flicker called Norm. It's made out of mouse, a bit of duckling, and these are made from rat tails, the eye stalks. These are called portraits. They're all different, they've all got a unique story to them. This here is the big duck man. There he is. His head's made out of a duckling. This little bit of neck here is made out of mouse. You got the bearded lady. Got a neck made out of a goat and eyelashes made out of duckling. That's a real duckling's head, that's called a ornament. There's other ornaments as well like this. This is one of my birds in the beaks. Another ornament over here called Ice Cream Man. These are my pebble pals, like Rocky Boulder and Rocky Fowler, things like that. Got these key rings here made out of skin. These are duckling skin key rings. I don't make these, but they're pretty cool. They're fossils and key rings. Then we've got these are my hairy danglers over here, made out of goat, rat, chicken, duckling, mouse, all sorts, mate, whatever I can get my hands on. They're a tenner a piece and they bounce around and that in your car as you're driving. There's a geoduck, that's made out of a real geode and a real duckling. And there's the stalker. Now I don't make these, but I do sell them. They're photographs of my dad's feet on fridge magnets. They're a £5 a piece on WorldAroundEwe.com. It's all on WorldAroundEwe.com. Wherever you're seeing this, you'll be able to find a link to it. Look at these, mate. These are called balls. You put them on the rear view mirror of your car and they bounce around. They're just balls made out of duckling. It's mad, mate, what you can make out of animals. You can make so much stuff out of them. Here's another ornament here. The little mouse's tail on a ceramic mouse. And in here, they're like these. These are my insanity mirrors. So you open it up and you stroke it. It's made from a duckling's chest inside. And that there is a little chicken's beak. But if you're not into those, you know, I've got the fossils and I've got the books I've wrote, like 50 Ways to Torture the Sloth and How to Date an Antique Table, A Lover's Guide. What do you reckon to this fella though here? He's called Waterboarding. And there's the mascot for the business, mate. That's you, that. Not you as in I'm having a go at you, not like a shit your mama joke, but you. And then you can get your own you as well and listen to my podcast, WorldAroundEwe's podcast. There's all sorts going on, mate. Joggerboy.com. So I'll bag these up at the end of the day, and it's quite a hot day, it's roasting. But the socks, my socks and the t-shirt for today are still available if anyone's interested. Here's some of the titles of the miniature Patreon shows that you might like. They're basically just my paranoid thoughts that I have, and my girlfriend told me I should share them with you and share the weird nightmares I have and that. So we've got Moving Through Time, which is about people travelling through time, taking bits of cows, then cattle mutilation, and then maybe that's why cattle mutilation was happening, so they could put the hearts and build these cows from scratch and give them to us in the past. There's one where I was worried because I wasn't having nightmares. There's one to announce greyjoggerboy.com launch, which you probably don't know what that is. Daylight Rubbery, I don't remember. Light bulb moment, that's when the other day I was freaking out that light bulbs were trying to poison us. What's in a Name, about greetings cards and how they're controlling language. Ring Cam, about a toilet that can know your wiping preferences for your bumhole. What is it they're hiding about gorillas? Big Pharma are after our chickens. Internet rations. The Midnight Surge. The music scam. Look at that. Some form of fucking super spider keeping the flies away from me skins and that, me taxidermy. That's a fucking sewing needle, mate, and kind of a thick one and all, look. And it's just fucking holding it, no problem. But if you want to go to my website and get yourself a duck's arse made into a fridge magnet, WorldAroundEwe.com, I'll be boxing up today. This is a rat pencil case that I made. I make them quite regularly. If you're on my website now, might be gone by the time you see this. I make other stuff as well, like these bobblehead ducklings and the Hunter Birdman, and sell these canvases, and that's a naked neck duckling made out of a duckling, a rat and some mouse. But these are fully usable. I quite like to do something that's got a use every now and then. So he's got a zipper down the spine, so it's lined on the inside. The zips change with each rat. Maybe your rat might not be white as well, might be brown, might be black, might have spots, might not. But then I've got a pencil sharpener in its arse, and all the shavings fall out the bottom here, which is a concern that people have. People are like, oh, where do the shavings go? Well, they just drop out into the desk, mate. You can move the legs as well, you know, just if you want it to, you can have him wave to you. Well, what do you reckon? Useful, isn't it? I've just made a rat into a pencil case. It's got a zipper down its spine, and there's a pencil sharpener up its jacksy there. There's other stuff on the website as well, like this magnet of my dad's toes, and different things made out of various amounts of duckling, like that amalgamate. I read something that I decorated with a rat scrotum. Don't believe me? That's made out of its tail, that eye stalk there. The rest of it's a mouse. There's a bit of rat and mouse on there as well. Behind it you can see a duckling where I've given it a neck made out of rat skin, used a different duckling to give it a mane, and then added the face of a beetle, mate. What do you think of that? It's good, innit? What about these, mate? These are called geoducks. Little crystal geodes with duckling attached. Do you look at my work sometime and think, yeah, nah, it's just a bit too much for me? And if that's the case, if the whole, 3/4 of a duckling's too much for you, how about one of these, mate? It's a duckling's foot. It's called a foot pick. You can stick it on your fridge. I've just made a load more of these now on the website. Links in my bio. Bobblehead ducklings, mate, made from real ducklings. What do you reckon? See that? That's called kunzanite, this. Now, it does have a slight purple twinge to it, and it's more expensive than what you would anticipate for the size of it. And so you can get an idea of the size of it, here's a baby chicken's eyeball for reference, so you can see. But if you want some, there's some on my website while stocks last. I've never said that before, but I don't think I'm going to get this in again. But unless it's very popular, is this a very popular thing? I just thought I liked the subtleties of it, but the camera's not quite picking up the purpley bits. It is on a couple of them, but not on all of them. That one there is almost pure white, but when you lift it up, the sunlight just shines through it even though we're in the shade, which is quite impressive.